Would you say has been the most challenging instrument for you to play?
I think recording piano on this last record was the most challenging, just for all reasons, between keeping the piano tuned down to, like, I really wanted the hard-hitting, like, super compressed hard strike piano sound on some songs, and we had one piano to kind of do everything from mellow to intense with, so it really took digging into it, and the precision of playing hard and correct for me was like very hard to do, and I felt like I had broken the fingertips. So that would be the hardest one, I think, for me to do well, because I've been playing guitar for so long that I can play what I hear in my head, no problem. But as far as piano, there is still that little bit of in between time of trying to really translate what I hear into ability of playing it.
Yeah. Well, now, how would you describe your music to someone who hasn't heard it? Because I have a whole bunch of different genres on my website, so this is a tough question, I know. So
that's such a hard question to answer, just because we all come from so many different backgrounds of music, and it kind of all fuses itself once stuff's being written and whatever. So I don't know, nailing it down to one thing is kind of tough. But
you'd almost have to say so many different adjectives to describe your music anyway. I mean,
someone called it out-of-body rock, and I really liked that one because it summed up kind of the fact that it is still rooted in being rock music, but it's also, it can be ambient, and it can be spacious, but it can, I felt like that summed it up pretty nice. But I think otherwise you'd have to say, Dixieland, ragtime, folk, prog fusion, hard Latin, so many different things. Just every song is a mildly different genre. So I like out-of-body rock. I don't think I've ever heard that, but when someone said it, I thought that was like a big compliment.
If money was no object, who would you guys invite on your dream tour? And the people would say yes, no question.
Dead or alive?
Oh, we can do dead or alive either way. I mean,
I'd say right now, David Bazan would be a big one for me. Sufjan Stevens, St. Vincent. God, who else? I know there's other people I've been listening to.
You could even have Stevie Wonder if you
Oh,
wanted to have
I would
him
have
out.
Stevie Wonder.
Because I know you mentioned him before.
Or something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun, and it's neat to see too. Some of them where bands have mentioned bands that it's and it's I can totally see that happening on down the road, type thing. So
I think our dream list is so impossible.
But that's the beauty of the question, because you never know, and it's the way I look at it is, if you put it out there, who knows?
Yeah, maybe we'll get a call from Stevie Wonder.
That's where it seems like, that Deer Hunter, not the one from Atlanta. I don't want that one. I want the one. Boston's the one. The other one will call him, and he was like, no, I don't want you. No.
What's that Disney band, man? The Three Brothers.
Jonas Brothers.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they got to play a Stevie Wonder.
That bugs me. And then they mess up the lyrics to his song.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were just walking all over the song. I was like, dude, you're on stage with a living legend. Be a little humble. You know what I mean? Maybe Stevie told him go for it, but still.
I don't think he did. I think he walked up to them and he was like, so you white boys are going to be singing my song?
Yeah, exactly.
And they were like, yeah, Mr. Wonder.
Yeah, jeez, man.
Yes.
It was on an award show of some sort. I remember watching it on YouTube because my brother called me. He was like, dude, the Jonas Brothers just played with Stevie Wonder. I was like, what is this world coming to? And so I had to watch it, and I just it was weird.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. That sounds
not worth watching.
No, it's not worth even watching. Not even to go, ooh.
Yeah, it's unless you like watching train wrecks and plane crashes.
Sometimes, sometimes you get in the mood for a train wreck, then at least I know where to go.
It's
for a train.
music, to say the least.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it's not cool.
Oh man. Well, what are the plans after this tour wraps up for you guys?
Yeah, we go out with Thrice. Actually, sorry. right after this tour, we go out with Annuals on it. We're doing a headliner just to kind of get back home from this tour to
Okay.
Boston. We got this band called Annuals and this other band called
It's Brodsky.
Brodsky,
It's
yeah.
the guy. He was the singer. I don't know if they're still going, but the singer from Cave-In.
Okay.
He's playing acoustic on the tour.
Yeah, so
Oh.
so we're doing a week's worth of shows with those two bands, and then we're home for a couple weeks, and then we go with Thrice for like 2.5 or 3 weeks.
Is that now? I know Thrice is coming. I believe they're coming this way. Are you guys going to be coming back to Florida with them?
they're routing themselves home from that tour.
Okay.
So they're gonna be up in the Northeast, I think, and then our first show with them is in Pittsburgh, and then there's just like 4 shows that get us out to San Francisco,
Oh, okay.
and then they just have some shows around their home in Orange County.
That's such a good fit too. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
that
we're excited.
really makes a lot of
We're
sense.
stoked about that.
Yeah, that's going to be good. And then, what message do you have for your fans?
I mean, the selfish part of me says buy music again.
Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with
But
saying it though.
no, yeah, it's
mean-
true. I mean, I guess it's just buy music that they like. Like, I think that the record industry suffered from people not buying music because they just don't buy music. 'Cause there's just so much of it. It's like, how do you commit to buying one record when there's thousands of records put out like every day, and there's so many bands? So I think that oversaturation drives people to just not want to be a part of buying music at all. But I think that there's still something like really rewarding about seeking out that unique band that you like, or just looking at the cover art in the CD store or the record store that speaks to you, and paying for that and getting something personal out of it. And obviously it helps us, but I mean, no one's gonna start buying music again. But the selfish part of me says buy music, but then otherwise it's just to support the bands that they get something out of in any way, whether it's going to a show or telling other people about them, or I mean, I don't want to say buying a t-shirt, because a band gets a lot when a fan buys a t-shirt. It's like a billboard,
Exactly. It's advertising for you guys, and it's
Yeah.
a way to get the name out.
It is. So I think just supporting the band when you get something from a band, when you really like feel something from music that you get, that you listen to, I think it's not necessarily a responsibility, but it's really an amazing exchange when a fan then supports the band back.
That's perfect. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for taking the time to meet with me, and I'll let you guys know when it comes out.